The Andre Norton Award for Young Adult Science Fiction and Fantasy is an annual award presented by the science fiction and fantasy writers of America to the author of the best young adult or middle-grade science fiction or fantasy book published in the United States in the preceding year. It is named to honor prolific science fiction and fantasy author Andre Norton, and it was established by then SFWA President Catherine Asaro and the SFWA Young Adult Fiction Committee, and announced on February 20, 2005. Any published young adult or middle-grade science fiction or fantasy novel is eligible for the prize, including graphic novels. There is no limit on word count. The award is presented along with the Nebula Awards and follows the same rules for nominations and voting, as the awards are separate. Works may be simultaneously nominated for both the Andre Norton Award and a Nebula Award. Andre Norton Award nominees and winners are chosen by members of the SFWA, though the authors of the nominees do not need to be members. Works are nominated each year between November 15 and February 15 by published authors who are members of the organization, and the 6 works that receive the most nominations then form the final ballot, with additional nominees possible in the case of ties. A SFWA panel of jurors determines if the nominated works are written for young adults, and they may add up to 3 works to the ballot. Members may then vote on the ballot throughout March, and the final results are presented at the Nebula Awards ceremony in May. Authors are not permitted to nominate their own works, and ties in the final vote are broken, if possible, by the number of nominations the works received. Beginning with the 2009 awards, the rules were changed to the current format. Prior to then, the eligibility period for nominations was defined as 1 year after the publication date of the work, which allowed works to be nominated in the calendar year after the publication and then be awarded in the calendar year after that. Works were added to a preliminary list for the year if they had 10 or more nominations, which were then voted on to create a final ballot, to which the SFWA organizing panel was also allowed to add an additional work. During the 11 nomination years, 67 authors have had works nominated, of which 11 have won. Holly Black and Scott Westerfeld have had the most nominations at 4, with Black winning once and Westerfeld yet to win, followed by Sarah B. Durst with 3, and Alea Dawn Johnson, A.S. King, Alethea Contis, Nnedi Okara 4, Megan Whalen Turner, and Sabo S. Wills with 2 nominations each. Black, Johnson, and Wills are the only authors nominated multiple times to have won the award, with 1 win apiece. Winners and nominees. In the following table, the years correspond to the date of the ceremony, rather than when the novel was first published. Each year links to the corresponding year in literature. Entries with a blue background and an asterisk next to the writer's name have won the award. Those with a white background are the other nominees. On the shortlist,